The mission? Be there at 7:30 p.m. Oh, what is this? Is that a block? Oh no. 8 more blocks till we get the dinner reservation? Yeah, we're 30 minutes late. This is what happens to millions every single day.
The reality is, many people with wheelchairs or any mobility aid are often underlooked at. 3.3 million people use wheelchairs full time. 65% of curb ramps are not fully accessible. 48% of sidewalks have some sort of accessibility issues. This totals to around $400 for a round trip across town. Busy streets, curbs, huge buildings. There are tons of problems that many people fail to look at looking at people with mobility aids. Offices with no ramp access, restaurants with daunting steps, and public transit with platform gaps, and something as essential as healthcare often fails to account for these problems.
But what if instead of these block paths, we provide clear routes? Every journey can be mapped, every barrier identified, and every destination finally accessible. Let's look at the current options.
Starting with Google Maps, the most popular navigation app, but it has tons of limitations. One of them being that they're only in select major cities. Often they're incomplete or unreliable and many times inaccurate, focusing on only transit or pedestrian routing. Next, we move on to Apple Maps, something that I personally use, and I can confirm that it does not account for people with mobility aids. And it has no dedicated wheelchair routing algorithms, often providing misinformation. Next, we have Waze. Many people use this, especially teens around 15 to 16 years old. They only focus on traffic and often tend to ignore many accessibility barriers. Lastly, we have City Mapper. It's limited regions and mainly focuses on transit, just like Google Maps. Presenting Aura, the world's very first accessible urban route assistant. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, the app.
Welcome to Aura, a smarter way to plan accessible walking routes. The app opens with a clean dashboard where you can set start and end locations and tune accessibility preferences. Use demo locations to explore instantly. Here we load a sample route from Schaumburg to Woodfield Mall. Fine-tune accessibility. Limit slope. Avoid stairs. Prefer wider sidewalks, and more. Enter any address at all. Aura geocodes it and shows exact coordinates. Tap Calculate. Aura analyzes terrain, obstacles, and preferences to produce an optimized accessible path with waypoints along the way. For example, broken service, uneven sidewalk slabs reduce smoothness. It pulls this data from an intelligent API that is crowdsourced on where the routes are not ideal for people with limited mobility. So for example, here there's construction again, and up here, although it's off route, there's a narrow path due to utility work. There's clear feedback explaining the routing engine and key metrics for confidence and transparency. So here's the distance, the confidence, and the estimated time. You can also choose to, if you see an issue, report obstacles so future users benefit from fresher, safer data. So I can click here, report obstacle. I'll drop a pin where I see the obstacle, right here, construction, medium severity, and temporary construction, and a new pin is added. And now it'll get better and better across time as more users use the app. Aura is inclusive navigation. Our backend is a fast API service orchestrating routing, scoring, and accessibility. Each request includes coordinates, a mobility profile, and accessibility preferences. We run a progressive routing cascade with strict timeouts. Mapbox, then OSRM, then OSM-based router, and finally a local synthetic grid with A-star pathfinding. We call Mapbox directions with alternatives and steps, then select the best variant using accessibility-aware heuristics. We enrich the corridor with obstacles using deterministic sampling and Haversian proximity, severity, and distance drive warnings. A reported construction zone updates costs and reroute instantly, driving warnings and safer routes. We compute 7 subscores and a comfort score. User preferences modulate penalties and also bias the A-star pathfinding in the fallback. If providers fail, we fall back automatically through the cascade and continue to return guidance. We return compact JSON plus lightweight analytics to SQLite without PII. Secrets are injected via environment.
Thank you, Skanda. But enough of that analytical jargon. Let's move on to something more interesting. What an Aura user's life looks like. Here we have the actual dinner reservation. We have a nice route planned and we are perfectly on time. The route confidence 98%. We can be assured that this route is perfect. Mission complete. Step number 1 to world domination is first get 6 neighbors to join. Then we get attraction, get a couple blocks, maybe throw a block party, then get the entire neighborhood, and then we will have world domination. But really, on a serious note, we hope to change the lives of many people and many people who are often underserved in this community. We hope to transform the world and how one dinner reservation can hopefully change into a global movement. The future is now. Thank you so much, Lion Hacks. Me and Skylar learned a lot from doing this, going through all the processes, and we hope to one day make an impact in the world.